Hi students, Mr. Metelsky here, and this video will be looking at unit rates and comparing proportional relationships. And we are going to be looking at finding the unit rate when you are given a graph, when you are given a table, and also when you're given an equation. So let's first start off by looking at a graph. So here's the situation. We are interested in looking at three different types of shower heads. And our job is to find the one that conserves the most water or saves the most water. So when you're given a graph, there's two things that we need to do in order to find the unit rate. Let's take a moment to look at the graph. We have minutes along the x-axis and gallons along the y-axis. So this is representing gallons per minute. Gallons per minute. And you'll find that that's the most common way when you go, if you ever have to purchase a shower head, or even sometimes if you look at your own shower, it might be listed on there in little writing how many gallons per minute it uses. So in order to find the unit rate, we're basically finding the slope value. Now, in order to find the unit rate, we need to ensure that this graph is straight and it passes through the origin, which it does. So our first step is to find two nice points. And what I mean by nice points is that they fall on the crosshairs of a grid. For instance, this point right here is nice because it falls directly where the vertical line and the horizontal line meet. Okay. We also have another nice point down here at 0, 0. And we have another nice point right up here. So we have three nice points to choose from. We just need to do two of them. So let's take a look. This one here is 2, 5. And let's do this one up here. That would be 4, 10. So in order to calculate the slope, we can use the slope formula. So slope formula is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And remember that we are going to label up here the points x1, y1, x2, y2. Now let's plug the values into the formula. So we have y2 minus y1. So y2 is 10 and y1 is 5. So we're going to do 10 minus 5. And then x2 minus x1. x2 is 4 and x1 is 2. So 4 minus 2. So 10 minus 5 is 5. 4 minus 2 is 2. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. So this shower head is 2.5 gallons per minute. So that's our first one, given the graph. Now the second shower head that we're looking at does not have a graph. Instead, it gives you a table. So let's take a look at how we do that. So if it says that the table is a proportional relationship, all we have to do is select two ordered pairs right from the table. So any of these are ordered pairs. So let's say we select 5, 15. And 15, 45. Okay, we do the same thing. We're using this formula from up here. We're labeling the points. x1, y1, x2, y2. And we're putting it in the slope formula. So we have y2 minus y1, that's 45. Minus 15 over x2 minus x1, that's 15 minus 5. So 45 take away 15 is 30. 15 take away 5 is 10. And 30 divided by 10 is 3. So this means that it uses 3 gallons per minute. So right now, the first one is better because that only uses 2.5 gallons per minute versus this one, which is more wasteful at 3 gallons per minute. All right, let's take a look now at the last unit rate. And this time, we're given an equation. And this equation says y equals 2.75x. And what I forgot or neglected to put down here is that y is the number of gallons, and x is the minutes, or number of minutes. So the nicest part of this is that in an equation, I mean, all you have to do is identify the slope. So it's y equals mx. And in our case, it's y equals 2.75x. So the m value is the coefficient of x, or 2.75. So in this case, it's 2.75 gallons per minute. So now we can look at all 3 of these and we can make our conclusion. So the first one in the graph was 2.5 gallons a minute. The table was 3 gallons. The equation was 2.75, so I think the graph is the best of the options. Okay, so our conclusion is the first showerhead saves the most water. So again, that's just a quick summary of how we get the unit rate when you're given a graph, and you're given a table, and when you're given an equation. And it all basically boils down to finding the slope of each of those relationships. All right, good luck.